Hey guys, hope you guys are having a great morning so far. Glad to see you. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, I realized last week I had some serious audio issues that prevented me from hearing y'all, and I apologize that I didn't really notice them that sooner. But just to make sure y'all hear me, let me just try and make time to check to see if y'all hear me. Yeah, but I did a little test on it early my test last night to make sure everything's working okay, and everything's working all fine on my end. So hope we won't have anything like that happen while we're drawing today. All right, so give me just one moment. We'll get started pretty soon. Okay, great. You can. Perfect, perfect. Hey, how's it? Great, nice to meet y'all. Glad y'all dropped in. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. So one of the things I will do to start off, I'm gonna start with the what you requested yesterday for characters to draw today. I'm gonna do cow and chicken. I know since I know shades, which I have on this side, so I'll make sure I put more on this side so we'll have enough room. We got our small cranium, a large area for the nose. Let's get the body going. Let's get her here, let's get her ears. Now you can see I'm just doing a very light sketch. As usual, I'm being sound like a broken record at this point. Doing a very light sketch as I'm kind of like drawing out his overall posture. Touch it for udders, and then we also may do like just for chicken as well. He has a very small, slender body. All right. Gonna be his little feathered head. Yeah. Just out. I don't remember he asked about a show, but it's so great in mind. Yeah, Cow and Chick, it's definitely one of those shows that I vividly remember watching all the time growing up. I'd probably say it was probably my favorite, at one point, my favorite season on Cartoon Network at one point, because if I was I really watched a lot. I definitely remember watching this a lot growing up on Cartoon Network. And Red Guys Laugh. Yeah, really sing that. But it helped that his voice actor Charlie Alder had such a distinct voice. Because Charlie Alder, he not only voiced the red guy, he also voiced Cow, he voiced Chicken. I know for Iron Wheels, like he did Baboon as well. Yeah, I definitely say when it comes to this show, like this is probably like his big kind of like flagship show when it comes to his voice acting chops. Because because his ability and ability, his talent as a voice really shines on this show. Because I remember it appeared on What a Cartoon Show back in we used to be World Premiere Tunes back when it first came out. Then became What a Cartoon Show. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is closely to, yeah, just a little bit tweaked more to my style. And this would be a good challenge because I haven't really drawn Count Chicken character before. I just sometimes wonder what happened to the creator of the show, David Feiss, who's created the show, because he was really prolific animator and director like back in the 90s. Because he did stuff like Ren and Stimpy, he did stuff like commercials. Like, dude was already pretty talented. And in fact, even for the pilot episode for What a Cartoon Show, I think it was called No Smoking, I think that's what it was. Pretty much all the information in that short was all done by him. And it all looks really good. Yeah, because Cowboy was one among the quite a few shows that actually got their start through Water Cartoons. Because it was that, the Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, more people realize that show was real. Show like Water Cartoon Show was really influential as far as actually like, really shaping what cartoon would be throughout the late '90s. Because so many like hit shows spawned like from that show alone, because it was a really great jumping off point for a lot of like different animators, different like cartoon creators. I mean, they were trying to make a name for themselves, in the industry. Let's do Chicken. She gets a little beak. Bring top his head. Out of his neck. Add a little tail. Let's add his feet. Let's fine tune these textures a little bit more. their feet. Of course, you can't bear udders. With their rounded off teeth. Let me bring your wrist down a bit more. Let me bring his beak out a little bit more. Hey Shay, how you doing? Glad you dropped in as well. Glad to have y'all here. Alright, so let's use this other black pen to kind of like fine tune our outlines. And yeah, I have no idea what happened, like the last couple of streams, because everything seemed to be working okay on my end as far as audio goes, but it wasn't until I finally heard that playback I realized I didn't have any sound. And I thought it was just one, but I was like, oh god, it's more than one? What I probably might do, because if I have to check my recordings, I have to be certain, is that I know for the one where I did Human on Foghorn Leghorn, that one I was recording it. That one was recording on my home computer on top of like streaming. The sound might be there, but I don't know. If it's not there on the live stream, it may not be live there on the recording either. Kind of give a nice even layer of color on the inside of her mouth. I'm disappointed with the USB-C version of Apple Pencil because it didn't have pressure sensitivity. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. That's weird, because you figured that would be something, all, like, features would have now. That would be, like, a given if they have some sort of, pressure sensitivity. But that's actually kind of a mandatory thing. Apple II secondary is best for digital sketching. Huh. That's good to know. I haven't really tried much Apple products when it came to any digital drawing stuff. I still might give. Yeah, I think one of these I'll probably dig around and trying it. But I always forget Apple has so many different like stuff out now when it comes to like drawing software. And that's something I'm still kind of like trying to get into, doing more myself, is actually doing more like sketching on computer rather than doing all of it in pen and paper. Because, well, granted, like usually I guess since I'm more of a traditional artist, I'm more used to actually doing a lot of my initial sketches and initial drawing like on pen and paper first. And a lot of times, what I'll do for a lot of my like digital stuff, I'll usually do all the ink work traditionally, scan it in, and do all the coloring in digitally. But recently I have been trying to branch back more and doing all of it digitally from the get-go. I think the most recent example I did, and even though it constantly uses a little bit of both, whereas there was a sketch it's an animated sketch I did like a while back where I did like a very brief sketch with in ballpoint pen. So initially I was gonna color it in, on Krita, because that's the program I use a lot. But as I kind of kept working at it, I kept adding new layers. All pretty much I found I was pretty much kind of redrawing, kind of fine tuning the whole thing. So to the point where it almost looked completely different from what the initial sketch looked like, and it looked great. Body. Let's get his little feet. And as usual, we are going to color these guys in later on. I'm just gonna go shading the inside of her nose a little bit. Alright, Isaac, so there we had cow and chicken, closer in my style. I always didn't want to shade too much because I've already liked the art style the original show has to begin with, because it's a very unique style. But I was gonna kind of put some of my own touch or spin on it. So I hope you liked it. So now that I've done cow and chicken, now I'm gonna do yours just yet. I think you did Bedtime Bear. So I'll do him right here. Trying to see what type of poster I want to do for him. What I do, maybe I'll just have him waving. Let me just kind of coming out. Let me kind of enlarge the head just a little bit more here. He has short, stubby feet. We get the arms. He has a little tail. We have area for the muzzle. And this one I think I will kind of put more of my own style in it as well. For the nose. I have vague memories about this show, very vague. You know, probably years since I've seen this one. Of course, we get the inside of her eyes, his eyes, really. Of course, we get the feet. Let me just kind of fine tune it just a bit more. Yeah, the nose for his nose. As you know, today she might be a little bit shorter because I do have other things I take carefully on today as well. So I do want to give you a heads up on that. Of course, he has chest, little moonbeam on his chest. Let me get this in the middle. Let me get his other arm. Alright, so let's go and find our sketch for this side as well. I want to say here they prepared as a contact. I don't know if they did though. If they did, it probably would have been like really, really early in the morning, and only for a short time. Because I remember Cartoon, they would air like a lot of like different stuff at different time slots. I don't know. I'm not checking out to be certain. The inside of his mouth. May have his eyes a little bit half closed since he's more of a sleepy. He's a sleep bear. So let's get the inside of his chest. Get his little feet. Little tail. Alright, cool. Sorry that my boss and cut some things. Oh, that's totally fine. Alright, so now that we've drawn both of our characters here, now let's color them in. In fact, so let me what to do is get my markers. Give me just one moment. Put our blotching underneath here. see what color do I have on here first I can use. Okay, perfect. See how that looks? Okay. Okay, perfect. So let me start with like some pale yellow for Cal here. Because even though her skin's more like kind of a creamy color, sometimes it could be a little bit on the yellow side. Just a very bright yellow side. There we go. Let me make sure. Let me check on some of this other pen I have. Get here. Or that. Let's get a golden yellow that we got. Let me color in Chicken's beak. And speaking of cartoons, I hear there's a new channel that's coming out pretty soon. I think it's called Me. I think it's called Me Tunes. So it's a spit. You know how a lot of kids at adults get signature foods, even though I realize never said why for couches pork butt and taters. You know that's always strange too. For some odd reason, I always kind of wanted to try them too. And that's true because you like every show, like they always have their signature food. You know, Calcio was pork butt and tater. SpongeBob was a Krabby Patty. There's a few others too, but I can't think of any at the moment. But you're right; they always have like the signature food that they're known for. Well, not all of them, but most of them are. Let's get Chicken's red beer. I remember they had a couple other weird stuff they would kind of eat in the show too. I forgot what. I think they had. I know they had one. I think Poor Bears was hit inside pinata or something in one episode. Yeah, it was a great show, but at times it could get really, really strange at times. Yeah, but that's why I loved it. There we go. Let's see. I know I got pink. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Let me see. This pink too bright? Oh yeah, that's too bright. That's not what I want. Yeah, but what let's say, wasn't anything else mentioned. But I know like Me TV, they're on just playing the new smell show. I think it's called Me Tune. So it'll be playing a lot of like old school like cartoons. Like to my knowledge, like I know Tom and Jerry's one. Then a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff. I don't know if they'll have stuff like like Care Bears. I don't know about anything like that. But they're supposed to have like a lot of like really old stuff. So in a way, it'll kind of be like Cartoon Network back when it first came out. Because, you know, back when Cartoon Network first, like, came on the scene in 1992, like, that's pretty much all they played was, like, old, like, Tom and Jerry shorts, Looney Tunes shorts, and, and I think Hanna-Barbera stuff, too. 200s, I Am Real, are based on Monkey Rise. Oh, yeah! In fact, I actually really like, in fact, I remember noticing that one of the first times when they started airing that, yo, this is a spin off that nursery rhyme. And they just kind of took a spin on the whole thing. That song's still bizarre, but genius way to kind of have it, Prince for a show, just have a show based on Baboon and Weasel and have it sing to a nursery rhyme. It honestly makes it a lot more memorable for people to remember because most kids, at least if like me growing up, they remember that song. Even if you haven't seen the show or not. Let me get inside her nose. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it has mainly just 40s cartoons as for right now. Maybe they probably will start expanding on the project release later on the line, but for right now it is just 4 tunes. So it's gonna be like probably like early Cartoon Network, early Boomerang too. Well, that's pretty much what Boomerang was for a long time anyway, before they got them rebranded. See, I had an orange one I was gonna use. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Shaolin Showdown as Afik is also in the line too. The factor because it makes you feel old. Oh, really? Now that I didn't know. I had no idea Shaolin Show was in the lineup. I haven't thought about that show in a moment. That show I remember was kind of a hit for a while. Back when that was out. But I remember like for a while, with Boomerang, I think at like right before they kind of got rebranded, like they kind of started playing, so they spent a lot more like 90s shows, like early 2000s shows, probably because they realized their demographic was probably starting to change where it's less, like baby boomers, hence why it's called Boomerang and Gen Xers, and more younger folks are probably like they're born in the 90s that grew up watching this stuff in the 90s, like in 2000s, where they really grew up like kind of watching a lot of that stuff. So they wanted to appeal them. And I think what they did is I think they kind of go too far where they tried going too young, where they started appealing to like more of a younger demographic. But there's nothing wrong with that. It kind of added a nice little bit of appeal to it. Let me see. I'm trying to find this other blue pen I made, so I have some kind of rambling at the moment. Where's this other like blue pen? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I've only seen little bits of Kokomo in here and there, and it does not, and it just looks okay. It doesn't like something I probably would have enjoyed growing up. That's a little darker than what I would have liked. I was hoping this would be more of a lighter shade of blue, but I can make it work. Yeah, Jimmy Neutron. And funny enough, I remember of another channel, I think Nicktoons of Network, or it used to be Nicktoons TV. That was kind of like a show where basically a lot of like the older shows for Nickelodeon, they ended up kind of being like playing on there. Only problem what ended up happening is that a lot of their what about to say, a lot of like their newer shows like that really didn't do well for only like one season. They ended up getting dumped onto there, so it kind of becoming like kind of a dumping ground for like a show that didn't do well on the main channel. And funny enough, with some of those channels, especially Boomerang, they even caused me to kind of like really have a better appreciation for shows that I really didn't care for. Just really take time to really appreciate when they were out. Like for example, shows like Teen Titans. I'm talking about the first one, by the way. I thought it was just okay. Back when it was first out, because I remember being out, around back when it was new. And I thought, this is nice, but it wasn't my thing. But it wasn't until like years later when I rewatched it, on Boomerang, I realized, I was like, oh wow, this was actually a really great show. That, Samurai Jack, that was surprisingly a really good show. And also, I think it had to do, a matter of fact, I think it came at a time where a lot of like the older shows I liked, when they were kind of going off the air, I didn't want to give some of the new shows. Well, at the time, like newer shows, a chance. So when I started checking them out on Boomerang, I got better appreciation for it. And so hopefully, like Me Too, like it'll kind of keep that alive, because I don't even know if Boomerang is really still like an actual like channel to watch anymore. Because I know they have a streaming service. They have a streaming service, but they don't have a lot of their stuff they normally would play. Because I know when I had Boomerang, because I think my parents, we had with Xfinity, back growing up. I think we had to a certain point until I think it ended up getting dropped from Xfinity's lineup, so we didn't have it for. So we only had at least for me a couple of years. Let me use some darker blue. I know in some version it is kind of a light blue as well, but I figured just to kind of really like add a little bit of variety, I'm just gonna add some dark blue. There we go. And nowadays, stuff like Pokemon. Now since YouTube, so you can put almost anything on there. Now there's a regulation of what type of stuff is out there now. Disney has a company. Yeah, it's true. Disney actually was similar like that for a while. Also, carrying the DVDs. Yeah, that's pretty much a lot of places you could probably find them now. Like if you're not on Steam, you have to be lucky to track down DVDs. With some of these shows. Especially since now now there's a whole issue where like streaming services are being bought out, they're being combined, shows are being added, shows are being dropped. It's almost kind of getting to the point where it's pretty much like cable now. Let me get one of my other pens real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. I'm just using a thick plan for the outlines. But yeah, you can probably find it on DVDs now. But it's almost kind of getting a point where stream services are coming like a new version of cable in a way because you can only have because about all these different shows you can only have. There's no telling if they will have it permanently or if we're gonna have for a certain period of time before they get bought out. And so you'll find yourself having people having to purchase all these different streaming services just so they can watch these shows. And it's not a good point, you're probably just better off having cable. Hey, thanks, Sides. I'm glad you like it. So I wouldn't be surprised, that pretty soon, if it's not happening already, if people really start, if physical media starts getting popular again, having DVDs, because at least then you won't have to worry about, actually losing, because you actually have a physical copy you can watch in your free time. Check it out. Yeah, it is. And even then, it depends on how many streaming services you have. Like for me, the only streaming service I currently have, I think, is Hulu, Disney Plus. Well, I have a little package deal with that. There's that. What's the other one? Hulu, Netflix. That's pretty much it. Now, of course, there's some free ones out there. Pluto TV and Tubi. Those are free options. I'm liking Pluto because Pluto at least you kind of get access to a variety of different channels. I mean they have their own in fact they even have their own cartoon channels. I know they got one. Yeah, that's right. Media sees they really can save it. That's really good. They can save a lot of space. But I know Pluto TV they have a lot of really good cartoon stations. I know them. They had Yeah, they had one just for TMNT, like Ninja Turtles. They had one just for really old cartoons. They have ones for anime. But they have a new channel like David Cartoons. That'd be a really good thing to have because really the only channel that I know of that has that plays to our quarters that was really just Cartoon Network and Boomerang. So it'd be good to finally have a new thing on the scene. Mars like a movie, show again, tease like a free version, we can watch it play on and offline and if I pick up free up a demo game. Man, that'd be a great idea. And that would be easy for folks to watch it and watch if they wanted to. Yeah, that'd be a wonderful idea. Let me see. Give me just one moment. And now since streaming's so commonplace, now if you want to find DVDs nowadays, it's more complex to find full series on one in one set. For a while you really had to kind of wait a good long time, to kind of get a full set because I remember back when these first come out, usually if it was our full show, they probably release one volume, have a small handful of episodes. They release another volume, that would have a small handful of episodes, and they keep going and so on until they reach the final episode. But now they pretty much kind of bite the bullet and have and have a whole thing in one set. Plus, what if I'm adapting is from a different culture? The free version is good because I'm not selling this culture back then. Yeah, see, that's a good. Yeah, that's always a good idea as well. Let me see. Let me see. Do I need a smaller pen? I think I probably will use stretch with a smaller pen once I know this thick one. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. And I may not have time to really draw more stuff aside from these two. I do have time to kind of show you some of the other stuff I'm up to as of lately. I find the seeds on companies and Panda and Slim Disc. I don't think I've looked into Slim Disc. I've heard of like Panmer. I haven't looked at Slim Disc. I have to look into those. Hawaii cicada storms. You know what? Funny enough, where I am, it hasn't really been too bad so far. I haven't seen too many cicadas. They've probably been heading further down south of our state. But with storms, like I've always kind of always do, just kind of ride them out. Because a lot of the storms here, sometimes they'll last a while, but most of the time, like they're like here and gone in an instant. Because that's how it is of weather in Georgia. It's always been very bipolar. Because some days it's hot, some days it's cold, some days it's rainy. Even if it's got a forecast, you just never know what to expect with weather down here. So that's why anytime I go out, even if the forecast says like there's 0% chance of rain, I always bring an umbrella. You just never know. You just never know with the weather down here. So always gotta be prepared. Let me see. I know I have a smaller pen I can use. Let me see. Here we go. But I haven't seen too many cicadas yet. I'll probably start seeing more of those later on this summer once it starts getting hot. Even though it is already starting to get pretty warm here already. I've gotten soaked. Like I was having a heat stroke. It's slapped in the face. I've filmed. Yep, that's summer itself, alright. It's slapped in the face by these clumsy little bugs. I remember. Yeah, if I remember, not obviously the case, but I remember first I went down to Savannah at that same type of situation where it was extremely hot. Because I forgot what we went down there for. But I remember it was really hot, it was really humid, and ever there were always love bugs were actually just flying everywhere. For those who know what love bugs are, they're kind of these really small, like black, I think orange bugs. They fly around, they'll latch on each other, and they'll get and they're everywhere. Oh yeah, you'll get soaked alright, especially if you go further down towards Florida. Now Florida, it rain. I think it's on record that they get the most rain showers and thunder showers compared to every state in the United States. And I believe it because there have been instances where we've driven around where it'll be sunny, we'll drive through some rainstorm, and we'll probably be out within maybe less than a couple of minutes. Like that's like how frequent it rains like in that state. Alright, let me kind of fine tune it to star. Alright guys, I think we are just about done. Alright, so we got cow and chicken, and we also got Sleepy Bear in my own style. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. But one thing I will show, since I don't have time to really draw too much of else, I am going to show you guys some of the stuff I have been up to. So I have been doing a lot of new sketches as of lately. Because let me see what I got. Because most of you know I do a lot of sketching in my spare time. Don't forget the animal that's killed more people than the animal. The mosquito, tiger mosquito. Oh yeah, mosquitoes. I haven't seen any of those Miles cats, but I've always seen mosquitoes. because here's some sketches I did, based on Ed and Nettie, but I actually kind of based the characters of Animaniacs. This was something, it's kind of like a crossover idea I did. And also for those of you who remember, a few weeks back when I did this humanized version of Foghorn Leghorn, when I did that, I decided to actually kind of play around with them and try doing a little bit more expressions with Foghorn, see if I could try different expressions, see how that looks. And also another one that I've done, it's actually kind of based on a drawing prompt I come across on Twitter. I don't know if I still have it in me. Give me just one moment. Yeah, and even as far as mosquito, well, I'm trying to find that. Yeah, even when it comes to mosquitoes, that's why anytime if I go outside, I gotta make sure there's no standing water, because if you have any standing water out around here, yeah, it'll definitely tip over. Shay, your birthday's week. Oh, Shay, I didn't know your birthday's week. Go, happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Shay. Wish I had known sooner. I would have given you a happy birthday message. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't know about that sooner. I'm so sorry about that. Ed and Nettie, I love those two show too. Where's that other sketch? I know it's in here. I know it's in there. Hang on. I know it's in here. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. I know it's in here. Is it? Do I really not have it? Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, I'm sorry to keep stalling like this. I just know it's in here somewhere. Cause it's the nicest one of all the ones I've done so far. I know. I literally just saw it. I know it's in here. Here we go. Here we go. This as well. So this was also one. So this was based on a prompt I saw on Twitter. And so basically, this one on Twitter user, they kind of post like a portrait sketch they did, and they encourage everyone to kind of like redraw it, like and finish it in their own style. So I thought I would go ahead and take a crack at it and actually do a version of it myself. The portrait of this lady, with kind of like a feathered leaf tattoo, and it turned out pretty well, especially since I didn't know how it was going to turn out. So that's pretty much all I have for today. So guys, I hope you all really enjoyed today's stream. I know it's been a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks because between the audio issues and just me not having time to really stream these past few weeks, I kept putting it off, but I definitely want to make sure I had streamed today. So guys, I hope to see you all again next week. And once again, Shay, happy birthday, Shay. In fact, let me kind of send you another heart in your direction. Yeah, I hope you had a great birthday, Shay. Hope you really did. And I hope to see you all again. You have a wonderful week.